Hello everyone, I'm Sonali Gupta, Bombay-based clinical psychologist. Today is World Suicide Prevention Day. If you find yourself struggling with a deep sense of hopelessness, lifelessness, you feel that nobody cares for you, you consider yourself an absolute failure, then I can tell you from my experience of working with clients that these feelings do pass away. Even though we may have thoughts of harming ourselves, taking our lives away, these thoughts do pass away, and with medication, with therapy, you can get out of this dark black hole. Today in the video, I'm going to be talking about what could you do if you find yourself struggling with suicidal feelings or suicidal ideation. The first step, if you think there's a certain kind of music or reading or literature that deepens your feeling of depression, that intensify your suicidal intent, make a choice to not dip into it. Reach out to a friend, a relative or a loved one if you find yourself struggling with feelings of self-harm or suicidal ideation. A client of mine said that when he struggles with feelings of self-harm, he often finds it difficult to even have the energy to send out a message. We in turn decided that he could just send a word, which is a code, asking for help to a couple of friends who's very close to and family, and they could reach out to him instead. So you could also use something like that. Research does prove that having physical presence does soothe the person. Being able to talk about the impulse allows you to not act on it. Thirdly, if you cannot reach out to a friend or your friends, family are not around, make a choice to reach out to a helpline, a crisis helpline. There is iCall, there's Aasra. You can reach out to them at any given point. I have attached their numbers in the description box, so you could reach out to them. Also, if you find yourself struggling with these feelings, reach out to a mental health professional, a psychiatrist or a psychologist. They can put you on their priority and schedule you an appointment on urgent basis. What often helps some of my clients is when they come in for therapy, I ask them to write down what motivates them to live. As Friedrich Nietzsche said, if we have a why to live, we live it anyhow. So maybe when you're going through a really bad low phase, when you're feeling that you're stuck in this rabbit hole, it may be very difficult to write down what inspires you to live, what motivates you to live. But early on, make an effort, put it down, everything that motivates you to live, that allows you to go on, and put it on a whiteboard, have it on your phone so that you could access it in moments where the suicidal intent is very high. In therapy, I often ask clients to maintain a journal where they write down some of their success experiences, when they have days where they have dealt with a mood, days they have managed to get themselves out, also some of their successes in general. So what could also help you is to put down some of your thoughts on a day where you think that you have dealt with a difficult day and what helped you do that. So keep such a diary closer to you, either in the form of journaling or an ebook that allows you to look into it when you're feeling really, really low, depressed or suicidal. The next one is about making a list of some of the rituals, some of the self-soothing rituals or activities that calm you down. Often clients tell me that when they feel they are in a state of deep despair, it's often difficult even for them to think about what these rituals are. These rituals for somebody could be like going for a run, for somebody taking a shower, for somebody calling a close friend, and for some people even heading out of their home. Make a list of these rituals, have them handy so that when you feel this deep sense of melancholy, you could reach out for that. When these feelings of suicidal ideation or harm are triggered, sometimes there are certain specific events that may trigger these feelings. Be aware when these events happen, or when a movie or when a particular song triggers those feelings for you. Like when people watch 13 Reasons Why, a lot of people wrote to me saying that it triggered a deep sense of despair in them and almost anxiety. So be aware of these triggers and make a choice to avoid them as much as possible. I hope this video helps you. Remember, these feelings of suicidal ideation, they are like an impulse, they do go away, and they can be worked upon with the help of a psychiatrist or a therapist. So choose to reach out for help and know there is a lot of hope. Your life means a lot to your family and everyone around. From my experience, I can tell you, when a suicide is committed, the family grieves for years and they always wonder what is it that they could do to save someone. So keep this in mind and reach out to a helpline, to a friend. Your life is precious. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, do subscribe to our channel. There is a bell icon. Click on it so that you get a notification every time we put the video on Tuesday. Thank you so much.